We just heard an immediate pop. We're like, what's going on here? And then after that pop, we just saw him in his neck. We saw
Terrifying. None of us knew what was going on.
To whoever did this, we will find you.
6:30, a deadly shooting that is shocking the nation took place right here in Utah after political activist Charlie Kirk was killed.
Chaos and horror on a college campus. Today, conservative activist Charlie Kirk was gunned down in front of a crowd at Utah Valley University. The state's governor is calling it a political assassination. Everyone's just like scared. It's traumatizing. I watched a fountain of blood come out of the side of his neck like a water fountain. It was surreal. These are the chilling words of witnesses who watched in horror as a prominent voice in American politics was silenced forever. This wasn't just another news story. This was a public assassination, a brutal act of violence that has sent a shiver down the spine of a nation already on edge. A targeted attack, a disturbing precedent. The police chief's nightmare became a reality. A single shot fired from a higher location struck Charlie Kirk as he was answering a question about mass shootings in America. Think about the chilling irony of that for a moment. He was there to engage in dialogue, to debate ideas, and instead he was met with the ultimate act of suppression, violence. This was not a random act. Authorities believe this was a targeted attack. We must be very clear about what that means. This was an act of political violence, an attempt to silence a person because of their beliefs. And while law enforcement is still searching for the person responsible, the message is clear. In today's toxic political climate, expressing your beliefs publicly can be a death sentence. The price of free speech, a dangerous path. Charlie Kirk was no stranger to controversy or to death threats. He once said that if you weren't getting death threats, you weren't really doing much for the country. But today, those words sound tragically prophetic. It's a sobering reminder that the vitriol and dehumanization in our public discourse have very real and very dangerous consequences. This isn't just about one event. It's part of a disturbing trend. In recent years, we've seen political violence increase. Pennsylvania's governor's home was set on fire. Lawmakers in Minnesota were shot. And Donald Trump himself has survived 2 assassination attempts. This is a dangerous path, and it leads to the kind of tragedy we witness today. Regardless of your political affiliation, we must all condemn this act. There is no place for politically motivated violence in our democracy. When we allow our political disagreements to escalate into hatred and violence, we all lose. The very fabric of our society begins to unravel. A nation in mourning, a call to unity. Charlie Kirk leaves behind a wife and 2 young children. He was just 31 years old. President Trump, who considered Kirk family, ordered flags to be lowered to half staff. Democrats and Republicans alike are sending their condolences, united in shock and horror. We hear so much about young progressives, but Charlie Kirk and young conservatives, that is a movement he's going to be tied to and remembered for quite some time. He was a force who electrified that sector of the base and helped build a powerful youth movement. His death is a profound loss for his family, for the conservative movement, and for our nation as a whole. It's a somber reminder of how fragile our democracy is and how quickly our differences can turn deadly. Let this tragedy be a wake-up call. We must all work together to condemn political violence and return to a place where we can debate ideas without fearing for our lives.